Hello everyone and welcome to the Autumn Sales Showcase event where we're bringing Train Sim World and Train Sim Classic content from both us and our amazing ambassadors to celebrate the sales and Black Friday discounts that you can get at the moment on Steam, PlayStation and Xbox. So all of these videos will be pre-recorded, but feel free to engage in the chat as we'll be watching them live with you. And speaking of sales, let's showcase some of the discounts that we have. So starting off on Steam, you have the Autumn Sale range, and that includes Train Sim World 4. So we have Special Edition at 50% off, Deluxe Edition at 40% off, and also a whole range of TSW add-ons as well as TS Classic add-ons as well. We also have the Steam exclusive bundles too, which they don't have a graphic, but check them out. We have an article talking about the Steam exclusive bundles, and I'll link it in the description to this video, where you can get up to 70% off of a range of different content for UK edition, for German content, for US content, and for European content as well. And just looking at this, we even have a discount on the Arosa line route, which pairs nicely with the recently released Arosa Aggregates Pack 2. So make sure to check out the sales if you're a player on Steam, but don't worry, these extend also to the other console platforms. So Xbox has its Black Friday sale where you can also pick up Train Sim World 4 Special Edition for 50% off. PlayStation also has the Black Friday deals, which will be ending on the 27th of November. So you've only got about a week to pick up these deals. And one final mention is Train Sim World 4 Boxed Edition is out now. So this is only available for PlayStation 4 and 5 and for Train Sim World 4 on PC. So you can get it at the available retailers listed there, Amazon Game, GameStop, and it also comes with a selection of route scenery cards too. So in store for tonight, you have the British Ace returning for Brighton Main Line, and then coming after that will be Train Simulator Driver putting the pacer on the Northern Transpennine. So some great content tonight. Make sure to check out the sales that are active across our platforms now and enjoy the content.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 4 video. You join us on my favourite UK route, which is the Brighton Main Line, from Brighton up to Victoria. I suppose, yeah, let's just get going. I think this will be on the Dovetail Games Autumn Sale event, so big thanks to Dovetail Games for the opportunity to be a part of that. Let's get in, let's get the train set up, and then we shall get going. There we go, all of the bits and bobs there. Get the master key on, neutral, headlights are already set up. We are formed of 4 coaches, we have a single yellow, so let's get going. Easy as that, setting up the 377, there's not really much to it. It's quite a, it's a nice train to drive, it's really nice to drive. And off we go, and there's something a little bit special about this service. At the moment we have a 1 hotel head code. I think we're 1 hotel 21. Although once we get to Haywards Heath, we then become 1 Foxtrot 21 or 1 Foxtrot 21. Because we are going to be doing the attachment, which I specifically want to do. And hopefully it sort of works, doing it in a realistic way. But we're going to try and sort of try and attach it in a realistic way. You know, all the commands, all the actions taken, we're going to do it. As I am actually trained to do this in real life, not from the driver's perspective, but as platform staff, and the platform staff give the commands to the driver. So we're going to do that, which will be fun. But it might not fully work, because obviously this is a game, not real life, but you know, we'll give it a go and see how much we can actually do with that. So it should be fun. Hopefully you can hear the train alright. I did actually originally, well, I sort of got to about here, this is the second take, but I did do it in the rain and it was just too noisy, so I was like, no, we'll just do it a little bit cloudy, a little bit of sun, so you can hear the motor sounds. This is a pretty decent train, this one in the game. This and the 387. We were chasing yellows, so there's not really any need to rush along. Got a single yellow there, so yeah, we'll sort of just take it. In fact, let's just coast at 50. Double yellow now. Okay, we'll go back up. The thing is, the train ahead of us could actually be... Could it be a 1 alpha? I can't remember what time they leave Brighton. It could be a Gatwick Express, and if it is, that's no issue. Well, it could be a 1 alpha service, which if it is, we're going to get stopped at like every stop. So fingers crossed it isn't. But you never know. Yeah, so we are 4 coaches at the moment, although once we get to Haywards Heath, we could either become an 8 or a 12. Probably more an 8 at this time in the morning. It's 11 AM. But this is the thing I like about this route. It's this, chasing yellows. This is the busiest UK route there is. You know, yeah, it feels busy, it feels alive. There's so much going on, and there's so many. Like every service is different. You know, one you'll be chasing yellows the whole way. One you might be stopping at a few red lights along the way. It's great. That's why whenever there's an event on, always the Brighton Main Line. And also because it is my local main line, so that also bumps it up quite a few levels, personally. Still just going to be a little bit cautious, although I can see a green light, so we'll go up to a line speed. I would assume it probably is a Gatwick Express, which is a 1 mic service. Yeah, 1 mic. And the down Gatwick Express is a 1 whiskey. And as we come up to Clayton Tunnel, or fairly soon come up to Clayton Tunnel, got about 73 at the moment. And this is my preferred way of playing as well. I know a lot of people do have the HUD on, so have this on, they can see where they're going, all the speed and stuff, but I just like having it off. Creates the, well, more realistic experience, which I think is great in this game. Yeah, so it gives you a slightly more realistic look and a slightly cleaner look of it as well, which is great. Now into Clayton Tunnel, so we'll be probably going under Pycombe at the moment. Then obviously we go under Clayton Village. Nice, so we're going to be skipping out Hassocks, Burgess Hill and Wivelsfield. We don't have to stop there. I think realistically these trains actually do stop there now, but then they don't split or attach at Haywards Heath anymore. Yeah, they don't split or attach, at least I don't think they do anymore. At least whenever really Cat Ace? Got the Cat Ace here now, I'm knocking things about. Yeah, they don't split or attach at Haywards Heath. You get the 1 Foxtrot, which is always 8 coaches, and the 1 Hotel, which is always 8 coaches. And I think the 1 Hotel now stops at Hassocks, Burgess Hill. Don't think Wivelsfield though. Yeah, but the 1 Foxtrot stops at Wivelsfield. The 1 Foxtrot's the one from Eastbourne, that sort of way, and then 1 Hotel's the one from Littlehampton. And these services are very prone to being diverted via Horsham when there's delays. We're about to whiz through Hassocks. There we go, flying right the way through. Would have to be quite cool, maybe on sort of future routes, if when there's a fast train coming through on the CIS boards, it says fast train approaching. I don't know if they could make that work. I thought there's a route that already has that. No, I don't think there is. And now what we're probably going to start being ticked down for is the service ahead of us, which is our front portion. So we'll start getting the brakes on. Let that start coming down. We don't really want to be passing the single yellow at 70 or 80. we've got a little bit of step 2. So they're fairly close together, the signal sections on here. Is the next one at the end of the Burgess Hill platform? I think it might be. Oh, double yellow now. Okay, let's continue along. So we've got double yellow, that was the last signal. Okay, there it is there then. Yeah, we'll be stopping at Burgess Hill. Well, not a passenger stop. It looks like, because there's a red light, we're going to have to come to a stop. Probably, I mean, I would imagine this one will probably go double yellow. Hopefully it does, but it might not. No, it's single yellow. Do not attempt to alight the train here. Stopping at a red light. It's always a bit awkward when that happens, when the train stops at the station and everyone's, oh, is this that, you know, is that the 11:50 or whatever, and you're like, no, not this one. This is you know, not scheduled to stop. Oh, there you go, double yellow, cool. Why are they getting so close? A little bit of horn. Go away. But yeah, this is the London commuter Brighton Main Line route, which was one of the last rush hour route. Save the best till last. And same for upgrading it as well. Boston Sprinter, then Riesa Dresden, saving the best one till last. And we're coming up on Kemah Junction, where our front portion would have come up from Plumpton, Cooksbridge, Lewis, and then the East Coastway. And then through Wivelsfield. So just taking it a bit slower, as we might still. Well, we will actually come down. I think we get a position light signal coming up to Haywards Heath. They're a little bit close. Green light. Okay, we'll speed that up. Although I think the next one, or the next couple of ones, will be yellow. Because yeah, I think we sort of creep up to the red, and then we get the position light signal, which then lets us go into Haywards Heath, platform 4. I think it's platform 4. 1 or 4. I think it's 4. Well, that's now green. It was a double yellow. So we're probably. I still don't really know what we're following. We're either it must be. So we're following something up from Brighton. I'm assuming it was probably a Gatwick Express we were following, so that's probably now really far ahead. So it probably is the front portion of our train, the one Foxtrot. So we have got to wait for that to come to a stop first. Right, double yellow. But yeah, we are now coming up to Haywards Heath, where we get to do the attachment, which will be fun. I'll talk you through how we do it, as it is with 377s. I do it. But yeah, it's a little bit. I know I've actually done the attachment in the game before, and it doesn't quite work. I mean, it does, but it doesn't quite work. The split works a lot better. But yeah, we can still give it a go. There's the objective to go via Haywards Heath approach. We've got Haywards Heath Tunnel coming up. It's coming up quite soon. Cool. Coming up to the red light, nice and steady, although I can see, yeah, we got a position 1 on the junction indicator. Can't see the position light signal just yet, so still going to take it cautiously. So it's sort of blending in with the sun, sort of beaming down on the on the gantry. I want to see it with my own eyes first. There we go. I can just about see the 2 dots. So we are cleared into Hayward's Heath. So don't worry, we're not about to spad. We are, you know, we do have permission to go through. There's the position. No, oh wait, come on. There's the case again. She's like, oh wait, I want to jump in front of the screen, just as you're coming up to the front bit. Take it nice and slow, there's no rush here. At my station you get about 6 minutes for the attachment if it's on time. In fact, I think we're due out at 14 past, so it's about 5-6 minutes. Right, in we go. And is that an A coach we're coming up to? Nah, that's got to be a 4. I don't know. Could be, because it's right at the end of the platform. No, that is just a 4 coach. Why are the tail lights not on? Platform staff will turn them off. Off track. Tail lights have to be on. For some reason they're not. Naughty. Cool. So I'm going to get fairly close, not too close, but we do want to get, you know, relatively close. But not obviously really close just yet. Let's go about there. There we go. Brake step 3. Come over to here. Release the doors for a short amount of time. Right, let's go and do our thing. So just imagine we're now platform staff. So yeah, oh no, the train's here. Right, quickly. Come to here. Yeah, a bit of that. Yeah, all good. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's ring up the driver. So you click the cab to cab button. Actually, the first thing I do is quickly get the weather doors open. Get them open. Right. Get the phone, cab to cab button, and you say, I know, to the good morning driver. How are you? Your rear portion is here. So when you're ready, please make your safety announcement, close the doors, and take your key off at the front. And they'll be like, okay, yeah, done that, yeah, all good. So we'll just wait. Wait for the. We'll watch the doors shut, so that they're already shut. Yeah, all the doors are shut. Yeah, all the bill lights are off. Get back in. Driver would have pinged us. Key is off at the front. Well, safety announcement's done. Doors are shut, and yeah. Key is off at the front, and you say, yeah, key's off at the front. Back in we go. I'm just going to flick them on because they should actually be on. Yeah, a bit naughty the way they weren't on. Blame the platform staff here before. Right, key is off at the front, which I know it is because in the game it is. We'll quickly hop back in here. And window has to be down as well because otherwise it's not going to be hear what you're saying. So, right. Key is off at the front, so when you're ready, make your safety announcement. So, you know, attachment's about to take place, doors are going to shut, remain seated. And then they put the phone down and then close doors. Cool, all the doors are shut. Oh, that's really hard to see on this. And when you're ready, draw forward to 2 foot and stop, and then draw forward and couple up. Alright, let's do it. Sort of guess. Put up. 2 foot. Stop. And then forward. Right, there we go. And then pull away test. So that's reverse. I don't think this works in the game. Not really, or ish. And then press your couple button when ready. So quickly just press the couple button. and then we'll quickly, as platform staff, you then check to see it's on this side. Yeah, couple button is lit. Ish, yeah. So yeah, then give a thumbs up to the driver, yeah, all good. And then yeah, then that's it, basically. Now you get the doors open, we'll quickly shut this down. There we go, get that one as well. Do that, get the lights off. And then the driver will then ring up the, oh, Cat Ace is here. No, what are you doing? Go on, off, go, go, go. She's paused it, look, she's pressing buttons. Yeah, the driver here will then ring up the driver in front, just saying you're now formed of 8 coaches. All done, you can key on at the front. So we'll do the doors, there we go. We'll go out the other way. Get the window up, window should be up. Do the sliding door, these always are a bit dodgy. Come through, do that. All good. Now you've also got to key this as well. T key there, press the button for the for these sliding doors. But you, the driver does that side and you do this side as platform staff. Right, all good. Is it not going to let us out? Really? It's not going to let us out? No, we have to do that, okay. And do that. Get these two off. Okay, that's all good as it is. We'll turn that screen off. There we go. And then the driver, that usually a couple of minutes, it sets up the front. So we've now run up to the front as we're going to drive this onwards. Yeah, it takes about 2 minutes or so for the driver to log back in, especially with the new software updates they've been doing, where apparently it just takes forever to log in. So they have to log in to open the doors. Key on, all logged on, yeah, all release. We've still got a red light, so we'll do that. Headlights are day running. Gonna have to do all these again because the game just has them off. And now we wait. Now I'm gonna quickly out the cat. She's, yeah, wanting to go out. Bear with me whilst I do that. Still got a red light. Proceed signal, and I believe it is time. We would actually get dispatched from Haywards Heath, but you know, obviously there isn't dispatches in the game. That's right. Hold on, let's quickly get that on. London Victoria, yeah, there we go. Cool. Get that off. They're actually the turny ones. They are now. So yeah, ring's gone round. So yeah, first tip. So we get the door shut. And then they then give us a green flag. So green flag, cool, right. Right away, let's go. We are off. Leaving Haywards Heath behind. Next station stop is Gatwick Airport. And we are now actually formed of 8 coaches, so we'll set that to 8. I've got my little reminder here as well, so you see them sort of flicked on the little desk. So 8 coaches. There we go, we'll do a little rolling brake test. All good, right. We're all good. Let's continue on. Lovely. And the split, I'd say, is actually a bit easier. So imagine, ooh, I'm a bit bumpy, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, the split's actually easier. Well, physical work, it's actually harder. But when you're split, the train will come in. The driver at the front will buzz the driver in the middle, saying, "Oh, keys off." And then, as platform stuff, you've got to go in and basically wrestle the fly doors and weather doors to close them. Some of them are always broken. Some of them are freezing cold. Some of them are the locks are broken. Yeah, it's a right nightmare at times. Yeah, and then once all the doors are shut inside, go out, ask the driver to press and hold the uncouple button and make safety announcement, close doors, Close doors and then ease up and set back to 2 foot and stop. Does that, all good. Go into the front bit, buzz the driver, say split's complete. If you want the 4 coaches, make it on at the front. That's basically that for that. It's good fun. It's good fun doing split and attach. And not many stations have it as well. So one of the lucky ones who do have it. Yeah, some literally have it once a week or once a day. Whereas my station is just every half hour. Which is great. Got the Ouse Valley Viaduct. There we go. So we should be into Victoria in about 40 minutes at most. It's a bit of a sprint up, but you know, we're quite quick now. Not slow by any means. Not too far to Balcombe Station. Should be just round the next corner. Which that's a good place to watch trains go past at Balcombe, as they absolutely fly through Balcombe at 90 miles an hour. And even 700s do as well. It's a really cool place to watch trains. And quite a quaint, tranquil, peaceful station as well. There's not really much going on there. Got a bit of road traffic and that's about it. Let's get a flyby shot through Balcombe. Cool. So it's cool getting a flyby shot. Couldn't live without a flyby shot. I'll be down to 80 in a second. So I'll start coming down for that. Going at 80, which will begin quite soon. Wow. Not so well, I think it's after the tunnel. But still, let's bring it down nice and early. Once we get to Gatwick, we should actually... Ooh, actually, we were a minute late out of Haywards Heath. So probably will just be literally off straight away. But you usually turn up to Gatwick a little bit early. So obviously it's a busy station, so there's, you know, lots of sort of time factored in for as well. So we've got the 80 coming up. Around the corner, Balcombe Tunnel Junction, and back up to 90. Lovely. And there's the 90, let's get that up. Back of the train would have probably already passed the 90 board, so we are going at 80, well 82 now, 83, 84, 85, it's going up quite quickly. So storming ahead now as we come up to Three Bridges. So from here on out it's a quad track main line up to Victoria. It does split off at Red Hill and the Quarry line, but basically 4 tracks the whole way up now. Absolutely soaring along, and it's going to get busier as we go along. I mean, it's already felt quite busy so far with the amount of trains we've seen. There'll just be more as we get closer to London. For Three Bridges, you've got the ones coming up from the Arun Valley, so we'll see them From Gatwick, you'll see the Great Western service, which actually I don't think we'll see today. So I think that's about sort of another half hour or so. And then from Reigate, you'll see the Reigate service, or from Redhill onwards, you'll see the Reigate trains. Yeah, it gets busier and busier. And once we get to Purley, you've got the Caterham and Tatton corner services. See, a lot goes on. There's one which has come up the Arun Valley there. That would have been attached, that Horsham. The two attaches going through. Sometimes that does actually get routed onto the up fast, but it seems that one was going on the up slow, up to Gatwick. There's a bit of a mix and match with that, where you get routed. Cool. And yeah, not too far to Gatwick. You've got Crawley New Yard on the left of us. And also on the left after the side, and you've then got the Metro bus depot in Manor Royal, or Manor Royal-ish. That is Manor Royal. And chasing yellows again, which I just like about this route. There's the giveaway they're coming up to Gatwick, a big plane flying over. Lovely. And coming up, you've also got City Place, which is like just another sort of business area, which will be on the left. Back now, actually. Yeah, there's City Place over to the left. And yeah, we should be cleared into Gatwick Airport. We're still, oh, there you go, green now. We're formed of 8 coaches, so we're looking out for the 8 coach stop marker. Which, does that exist? I can't remember. I know it's right to the end though. Another great place to watch trains on this bridge here. Really easy to get to as well. Cool. Yeah, right towards the end. And Gatwick looks almost completely different now. Well, ish. Lots of redevelopment work. Still doesn't look great, but yeah, looks a bit better. That's quite a nice stop. Press step 3 and doors. Here we are at Gatwick Airport. And yeah, we're basically here bang on time. 11:26. Let's go in photo mode. Let's get a photo of Aurea. There you go, Victoria. Let's try and get it. It says Victoria on there. Victoria. Yeah, there we go. Good. We got that. Ooh, really low down shot. That's quite nice actually. Bit of exposure, a bit of saturation, because it just makes it great. And we'll pop that right the way down. Now I'll start making things a bit blurry. A little bit of rotation. Probably should have got one of the attachment, but well. When we were doing that. There's a bit of a dwell, well, it's quite a bit of a dwell time here because everyone getting on with the suitcases and stuff. And a lot of people just literally stand in front of the door and expect it to open for them when you've got to press the button. And there's the, well, that one will be out before that one. Yeah, we've already got the road. That one will be chasing behind us. So that will be running fast too, but it will have the same calling pattern as us. Sorry mate, you've got to stick behind us for the whole journey. I imagine you're probably due out about the same time as well. Oh, 29. Well, by the time we get moving. That one will have to wait as well. Yeah, busy here. Got service on platform 7 at 1 Alpha. Gatwick Express there. Fair bit going on. And you've got CDRA here. But it's working the game. So that's what that box is up there. Actually, it's, for some reason an off indicator has been used, but yeah, it would be CDRA. Close doors and right away. Let's go. Nice bit of motor sound. So that's a long 16-mile stretch to East Croydon, which always drags on. But it's fast. Feels really quick in real life though. Coming up on Hawley Station. A bit of horn. Probably going about what, 50, 60 now. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, you go about 60 through Hawley. So the acceleration's pretty decent on these trains. And they're fairly modern trains, 2003 I think. Which I'd count as still being quite modern. They look new, like if you didn't know this was 2003, you'd probably think this was, what, like the last 10 years or so. They're really good trains. So it's 90 miles an hour until just after Ellswood, and it drops down to 80 for Red Hill Tunnel. Cool. So we're getting that up. About 85 now. 85. Cool. As we come up on Salfords. And alongside, you'll see that, well, you don't see it on here, but you also get Thameslink as well, but they're not within the game yet on this route. So it would be even busier. They'd be the stoppers and stuff, you'd see. But not just yet. So we are going at line speed. There you go, 90 miles an hour now. And then seem to drop down for the 80. Cool. Start pumping that down. For the 80, which will be just round this corner. So this is like the really long stretch of the route. Well, unless you're doing like a Reigate service. Well, no, but yeah, every. Well, actually, not every train. Every train within the game, if you're going between East Croydon and Gatwick, you're 99% going to be on the fast, on the quarry line. I think the only ones which, I think the only exceptions are the freight services and the ECS 313 run, which go from Gatwick to East Croydon and vice versa via Red Hill. In real life, you do get the 1 Tango services, which are Gatwick Airport on Reigate. So you'd go down the Red Hill line, then one will split Reigate, one would then go to Gatwick. But they are not in the timetable, and there was a technical reason why they weren't. I think it's because both of like the units would still be within the sort of map, something like that. Whereas for all of the other splits, they sort of go off the map. Something technical. This is Red Hill Tunnel. And yeah, this route does have the old TOD3, so it's got it hasn't got the volumetric clouds and new lighting. Well, it still looks nice though. I don't mind this skybox. I think this skybox was from London Midland. I think one of the modders, who then it's now officially in the game, or was. Back up to 90 now, all the way to South Croydon. And then to East Croydon. And then from East Croydon it's what, 15 minutes into Victoria. And the Red Hill line is just there on the left. You can actually see it. See it going down. You can see Merstham Station as well. That's very visible. Should be able to see that coming up quite soon. On the left. Look how close it is, the other line. It's just there. And you see Merstham Station through the trees. I think there is a gap. Where is it? Where is it? It's probably go over the M25. There it is. There's Merstham Station there. Lovely. And then into the Quarry Tunnel. Once we're through here, we're basically in London. This is like the boundary. I'd love to see another southern route though. Something which we haven't seen before. Something almost unexpected, like the Oxted lines or something. That would be cool. You know, from East Croydon and down to Uckfield and East Grinstead. That would be quite cool, and you could have a turbo star and an electro star on that. Well, I wonder if they did the Oxted lines. I wonder where they would then do it to. Would it just be East Croydon to East Grinstead and Uckfield, which I'd be fine with, or would they do Victoria and London Bridge down? Because the turbo star start at London Bridge and the East Grinstead service start at Victoria. I don't know. I feel like if they did do the Oxted lines, it would be East Grinstead. No, East Croydon. That would be the one end, and then it would then go down. Yeah. Don't know. It's always great thinking about possible routes in the game. It's like, oh, imagine that. Oh, imagine that. Oh, imagine seeing that. Would like to see more southern routes though. Southern third rail, always great. Or even the West Coast Main Line south with the Watford DC lines. That would be cool. As then you could then see the dual voltage 377-2-7 as a southern service to Watford Junction. Sadly not Milton Keynes anymore. Problem with Southern though, there is one problem with Southern, is they don't have enough trains. Don't have enough trains anymore. I think someone told, yeah, they're like, was it 70 carriages? Yeah, 70 coaches short. Because the 455s went in 2022, which I think there was like, how many of them was there? There was a whole lot. For about 40 or 50 coaches. I can't remember exactly how many sets they had. And then quite recently the 313s. So basically all of the sort of longer trains are now have been short formed, and quite a few services have been cut. There was one, where did it begin? Yeah, one came up the Arun Valley and then went to London Bridge. That's gone now. There was the Milton Keynes service. That's been cut back to Watford Junction, I think, just to save an extra unit. What's the other ones? There's one from, I think there was a stopping one from Sutton. No, Epsom to London. No. Possibly Epsom to London Bridge or Victoria. That's now being cut. There's now the 2 India services, which are Horsham to London Victoria via Sutton. They now pick up all of the extra stops at Carshalton, Hackbridge, Mitcham Junction, Mitcham Eastfields, Balham. So a lot's been cut. They just don't have enough trains. It's sad, but yeah. Everything's been cut back on the railways, every company. Right, and then down to 62. Should get the warning for it quite soon. This is Purley Oaks. Feels like we're getting there now. There's the warning for the 60. And this is sort of the corner where you first sort of see the skyline of Croydon, which just seems to grow every time I go up that way. You sort of see Croydon off to the, but basically there to the left, and it always looks like it's really far away, but it's not really. It's not far at all. And then on our right, you've got the Oxted lines which join up. So that's what we were just on about, down to East Grinstead and Uckfield. Which would be quite cool to see in the game, because it's something sort of unexpected. And you could have diesel and third rail, so I mean that would actually be a really cool thing to see. That would be cool, because then it would be almost unique, because you'd have diesel power and electric power running together. You'd have the single track branch line down to Uckfield, or the single track line down to Uckfield, and then the possibility of the Bluebell Railway as well. So much potential. It's like when this game first came out, I was always sort of thinking about the Brighton Main Line. Imagine the Brighton Main Line in the game, and now it's here. East Coastway, that was a really unexpected DLC. I remember when the teaser first came out for it, I was like, no way, surely not. East Coastway, that's coming to the game, surely not. But it did. Which at the time, it was fantastic. It still is a fantastic route. And I believe it also is on sale as well. East Coastway, which is the other southern route. Love to see that route upgraded though. TOD4 extension to, or that'd be cool. Right, this is East Croydon. So we're looking out for the 8 coach stop marker. Yeah, we do get the stop boards on the left hand side, which is really helpful. Yeah, East Croydon, DRA on. There you go, now we can leave the cab. That one will be going straight the way through. Was it got a red? Oh, it has. Oh dear, Gatwick Express, poor you. You thought it'd come to a stop at East Croydon. Ouch. Unless it's running as a southern. No, it's not running as a southern service. Oh, there we go. It's got the road now. See, cool things like that. Even though that's an express train, it gets stopped at East Croydon, which is almost realistic. Sometimes they do. Right, let's get back in. You would get dispatched here. Let's imagine there's a dispatcher standing there. I think it is actually. Is it? No, it's not. No, it is CDRA. I think here at East Croydon as well. So no. Right, man. Yeah. Close doors. So you'd be looking at a little thing up there. And alright, let's go. So Clapham Junction next. So sort of a little South London shuffle now. We are off. So 45 to begin with, and up to 60. There's 60 there, but we've got to wait for the back of the train to pass it. So I'd say once we get up to that green signal, we'll then start speeding up to 60. And then soon after it's then 70. Now up to 60. Got Windmill Bridge there on the right, and Windmill Bridge Junction. Cool. 60. Then you've got Selhurst Depot on the right, which is sort of the main depot in the south for Southern and even South Eastern. I think some of their units go there for almost like a train MOT. This is Selhurst, and there's a 70 board there, so let's speed up. And then you have actually got Selhurst Park on the right, but it's not modelled. But yeah, Selhurst Park would be on the right, which is the home of Crystal Palace. How many stadiums have we got in the game now? We've got quite a few football stadiums in the game. Then you got, was it Pride Park, which is Derby on the Midland Main Line. You've got, yeah, the Amex on East Coastway, Wembley on Bakerloo. No, I feel like there's another one as well. No, I don't think there is the Man City Stadium. No, I don't think so. I think that's most of them. No, I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, hang on, no, on Spirit of Steam, I think you've got Crewe Alexandria Stadium. Or is there another one? Oh, Gillingham. You've got the Gillingham Stadium as well on South Eastern High Speed. Is there any more? I feel like there is. I feel like I'm missing another. Probably. Coming up on Norbury. This is all the South London stations this is now. Norbury, Streatham Common, Balham, Wandsworth Common, and then Clapham Junction. So you get speed right the way through. You see how busy it is though? Train there, train there. Probably, I bet there'll be a train coming around for Streatham Common in a second. There's so much going on. And it's a Joe Burgess timetable, so it's just really busy. Really, really busy. But yeah, if you are new to the game, this is, I'd say, quite a good route to sort of begin with. The trains are quite easy to drive. There's a nice amount of variety. You sort of can get used to the sort of signals and stuff being yellow and red. It's quite it's just quite easy. It's quite a simple one. There's a train whizzing around Streatham Common. Yeah, I would say it's a fairly good route to sort of begin with. And if you're a new player, this is a slightly more advanced way of playing the game. You don't have to play like that. You can play like this with that on, so it tells you how far away the station is, what time you're due there. You've got the little distance graph up there, top right. You've got your points. You've got your big speedo there on the right. You can play like that. Yeah, that if you're starting the game, you will probably be playing like that. So once you've learnt the route, you can then turn it off and play like this. Which I suppose is sort of the best thing to do. Sort of learn the route and then play like this. Right, it does come down to 60. So stick those brakes on. As we come up to Balham. Got a hidden signal. Green light there, so we're all good. Cool, round we go. There's the 60. And you've got the line from Streatham Hill and Tulse Hill, which come up there on the right. And down towards, yeah, I think those ones, yeah, they then go down towards West Norwood, Gypsy Hill, West Norwood, and then Crystal Palace. And then loop over to the right and then go towards Sutton. No, another train, another 2 trains here. Lovely. And yeah, just sort of round here and into Clapham. Well, a bit further than just round here. Got Wandsworth Common first. And you'll see the Southwest Main Line joining up as well. There we go. That 387 there, look. Which is again very easy and straightforward to drive, the Electrostars. Very just chilled out to drive. Yeah, it's literally just that. Power one way, brake the other way. Simple as that. Brakes are good, acceleration's good. Can't really go wrong. Well, usually doesn't go wrong. Oh yeah, I'm coming up to Clapham Junction. Which the route, I suppose, yeah, a little bit about the route, we didn't really talk that. 52 miles, I believe, from, or 51 miles from Brighton all the way to London Victoria. So it is basically, it's the full main line, apart from the bit to London Bridge, but sort of the main bit is London Victoria to Brighton. So the full Brighton Main Line, basically. You get the Class 387 Gatwick Express, which does non-stop runs between Victoria and Gatwick Airport. They're about 25-30 minutes. And then you get a whole array of southern services in the Class 377. You know, anything from 5 minutes up to 1 hour, 10 minutes. Almost every sort of 5-minute interval you can think of, there's a service on here. And this route released, 7th of October 2021. And it's still a brilliant route. This is Clapham Junction. Cool. Now after this is then London Victoria. I wonder if that service up the Arun Valley is just behind us. Should be. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. There. That was the one which we met at Gatwick. So it's just behind us still. Be chasing yellows the whole way. And then you got Battersea Power Station there, also one of the iconic landmarks on the route. So you go right past that. You got Battersea Park Station as well. dwell time's quite long here as well, as you can see. We do stand here for a little while. Got the depot whistle. Can't remember if there's a hotkey for that. Can't remember. So we're playing on the PlayStation 5, but I've got a keyboard plugged in as well, so we get all the little sneaky buttons and stuff you can do. So for anyone asking how did he do a flyby shot earlier, plugged in their keyboard. Highly recommend it. And yeah, CDR rating here as well at Clapham. Let's go. Let's get into Victoria. That's our final stop. I apologise to Dovetail as well, as this video is 58 minutes at the moment. So I'd imagine it will go over an hour. So it'll probably make the timings a little bit dodgy. Yes. Apologies, Dovetail. Hopefully it's been a good run though. I think there is a single yellow, so it's either a freight train or a, no, it's most likely, yeah, probably a Great Western service. You've got the Great Western divert services. There we go, up and round we go. So we can say goodbye to the South West Main Line. I'll be going over in a minute. Goodbye South West Main Line. Up and over. There's another Electro style there. Another, is that 8 coaches? Oh, that's a 12. Yeah, 12 there. It could actually be the sort of opposite of what we're doing, heading down towards Littlehampton, and there's a freight service. So I think for that you need to have East Coast Way, which we will actually be doing a video on the East Coast Way. I don't know if that's before or after this. If you've already seen it, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, I haven't even recorded it yet, but it should be a nice one. It should be a good one. Lovely. And we are going to get stopped outside of Victoria. Shouldn't be for long though. I think we lost them. I think we're still a minute late. We lost that 1 minute on the attachment, I think. Although we might, well, we were only, what, 30 seconds late into Clapham, so should be okay. And this is London Victoria. Journey's end, but not a good run, fun run, enjoyed it. We did the attachment, which is sort of the highlight of it. Another train there going out the States, great. You don't really get that on other routes where you get, you know, trains sort of coming in at the same time. It's awesome. That's what we're waiting for, that train there. So I'd imagine any second now we should get the road. There we go. There's the road. Platform 15. We'll be right next to the Gatwick Express. Brilliant. So it was nice coming into Victoria. Victoria is actually a really nicely modelled station as well. Like, it very much looks like and feels like Victoria. It's a weird station. I know it's sort of just underneath the whatever that is. I think it's a shopping centre or something like that. But it's a cool one though. Southeastern side's a bit more impressive though, as you've got the sort of arch and everything. And here we are coming onto platform 15 at 15 miles an hour. And there's a Gatwick Express. So is that little 8 coach? Yeah, little 8 coach there. That might have been the train we were following up right at the beginning. Yeah, it's really cool coming in here. It really genuinely does feel like Victoria. It's a really nicely done station. Yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed that. Obviously, thanks again to Dovetail Gamers for giving us the opportunity to spotlight the Brighton Main Line, as usual. I don't think that hasn't been an event where we haven't done the BML. Right, let's do the doors. No, that one, yeah. DRA, headlights off. Tail lights on, DRA's on. Oh, is it gonna... Are you gonna... Where's... There, cool, done it. But yeah, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's... Well, this video. So thanks all for coming in. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed. Should we quickly go and have a look at the southeastern side? We can get the door shut. There you go. That was 37 miles since Hayward City. Have a little run. But yeah, look at this, it's awesome. It's a really nicely modelled station. There's the concourse there, and there's the southeastern side, which you do need to own southeastern high speed to see all the blue trains. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. A nice little touch there as well. Right, but yes, that is going to be it. Have overrun just a little bit. Thanks all for coming in. Thanks to Dovetail for giving us the opportunity to show off the route. I'm sure, yeah, there'll be another ambassador on and I'll be the Dovetail one after this. So thanks very much. Have a lovely rest of your day, and yeah, I hope we'll see you in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.
G'day viewers, here we are at platform 9 3/4 in New York Penn Station. We're going to do something silly. You got it. We're putting a steam engine in the underground. Let's plonk her down. Let's go and get ourselves inside so we can set ourselves a path. We're probably going to fall on the floor, get stuck maybe. Oh, there we go. Lovely. The platforms aren't quite in the right place. Sit in the set chair and take possession, and let's just get into the map. Click on a little train, and we want to go all the way to the end of the route. Of course we do. Can't tell if we're going to survive doing this, but we're going to try. Let's put our endpoint about there. So that's the one at the end of the station. Let's go there. Good. Now, we'll go back into the map, because this will never actually work, because it tries to run us out of the wrong spot. So we'll add a go via. Let's just put us in the correct tunnel, because otherwise we'll be trying to go head on into traffic. We've got green signals. Whoa. Let's get the brakes off. Get our reverser most of the way forwards, but not all of it. And let's see if we can get her to go. So why are we running a steam train out of New York Penn? Well, it's partly because we can, and partly because Train Sim World 4 Deluxe Edition, which has Flying Scotsman, and the route New York-Trenton are on special. So what better way to celebrate than to annoy everybody running a steam engine in a tunnel? Looking to the track monitor. My challenge on this route is I don't have ATCS or access, which means I could well run up the bum of another train, but I'm just kind of thinking that they'll all be quicker than me, so it'll be fine. Whipping our way through the points here, heading for the tunnel. I'm ignoring the speed limit because I want to build up some momentum to get up the hill at the other end of the tunnel. So I'm actually giving her her head. So hopefully this will actually work and we'll be okay. I don't know. Now, running a steam engine down here is not as silly as it sounds because, you know, they used to. Until some mayor of New York decided that they were too smelly and banned steam engines from the city. Well, they're back. So bite me. Cylinder cock's still open? I don't think so. I think I closed them. It's over there somewhere. There's a tap. There we are. They are closed. Alright. How we going, fireman? You got ready to go up the hill? No, you're not, because you're not there. That's okay. We'll do a solo. It'll be a little more interesting when we get outside. 60 mile an hour should be pretty good for getting up the hill. We're doing okay so far. Just starting to slow down a bit. But we coping. We coping. The big see the end of the tunnel. You can see lots of green signals. I can see my speedo going down. Be out on the semi-flat soon enough, so it'll be fine. Build up a good speed. Going outside camera, but there's not that much point really. Stick her head out though. That's still panting away happily. Just as I say that, it finishes. He's eaten up the hill pretty well, better than I thought she would. We are losing speed, but not quite as dramatically as I thought we might. And remarkably, the game's coping okay with the steam in the tunnel. Now, what better way to annoy the commuters of New York than to do this at peak time? There we go, out into the sunshine. Don't have to worry too much about the slow bit that's coming up because slowed down quite a bit. We're on the flat now, so we'll pick up more speed again. Scotty's new sounds do sound pretty good. Rail 2 is not as silly as it might sound because it's been done. this engine has been in America. I don't know if it ran on this route, but it was definitely in America. Came to Australia too in 1988 for our bicentennial. We are starting to pick up speed again, which is good. Not that much maybe. That's better. It's our throttle on at the moment. 57, yeah, that's pretty good. It's for a little bean more. Just a hair. It's caucus pretty quickly. Look at the devil. There she is. Americans lots of warning to get out of the English girl's way. Some of you know, but steam engines are always girls. No idea why, they just are. At 55 mile an hour now, so we're doing alright. Station's clear, we're good to go. Green signals all the way so far. Too soon, I see some yellows. Still green for a while though. Yellows have cleared, we're back in the greens. Bonk right in the face with a signal. The only problem with driving here is that these trains are kind of meant to be the other way around in America. It's a gratuitous bridge shot. Terribly far off the path station now. Poor American safety system wondering what's going on. Just sitting on 60 mile an hour quite comfortably. Just on the nose. In fact, we can probably pull our throttle back a little now, because we'll end up slowing down as we go through New Jersey Penn anyway, or Newark Penn Station I should say. Newark Penn. Picking up a bit more speed, so let's bring her down a little because we're going downhill. Kinda want to obey the access speed limits, you know? Kinda. See from on the freeway. Can I get up there? No. Maybe. Long distance to go. Going just a little bit quick. But you know, I don't know that I care. Probably go a little bit. Not that Axis can really do anything to me, but I don't want to derail either. We've got a 45 and a 35 coming up. That could imply track changes. Righto, brakes off. Let's get a little bit of juice going, just a little. So we are going uphill, and we have to counter the brakes that'll still be pumping. To watch it go through that bridge. It's a bit weird. I haven't primed this route, so it's going to be a little jumpy. Just have to bear with it. We'll all survive. Not even close enough to hear her yet. Oh, let's look back and see where she is. Here she comes. Take my word for it, we are in fact doing 35 mile an hour. Go back up. All the way. Supposed to be still doing 35. Well, there you go. That's okay, as they say in the travels. Because, you know, we're not. We were. We're not anymore. Been pretty good. Sit over this side because the sun's on her. It makes it look nicer. Bit of speed back up, we're almost at 60 mile an hour again. I think that we'd be in a bit of danger of running up the bum of another train, but I actually don't think so because, you know, the speed limit's 110 and the electrics are going to do that easy. And let's just say Scotty's not. Scotty good, but not that good. If we get a nice significant downhill run somewhere, we might be able to get up to 100, but we'll see. Timing now, so 63, 64. Driven 10 miles, yes! If you're wondering why I've only driven 10 miles, even though I've driven it tons, I completely rebuilt my computer and from scratch. So we went back to first principles and we wiped it and started again. Sometimes you just gotta do that because Windows. Pulse. Looks like we are on the express track now. May as well surprise the people anyway. actually forgotten that in the public build, the New York-Trenton doesn't have any people. I'd completely forgotten about that. Ooh. They'll come back. They'll get released from whatever dimension they've been carted off to. Mr. Amtrak there's thinking, what the actual? What was that? What is that thing doing here? Got a yellow signal coming up. Gonna get to maintain our high-speed run, I don't think. Be enough to slow us down. Losing speed fairly rapidly now. We've got a yellow, then a green. Nah, we're going for it. Back to full fang. Didn't lose too much momentum. Might be okay. This could be a track change, I suppose. We'll see if we survive, won't we? To do 75, but we're going uphill, so the likelihood of getting to 75 while going uphill, it's about, let's see, let me just calculate that out, 0. Do you like that? 0. Once we get off the gradient, we should be okay though. Getting our speed back, we're back up to 59 now, so we're slowly climbing. Very slowly. Downhill again now, it's time to build up some more speed. We're allowed to do 80 at the moment. Doubt we'll get there. Be a little bit surprised. I am running on the reduced timetable, so Trenton will seem a little quiet, but that is because when I tried to run it on the full timetable, it just exploded. It wasn't going to happen. The first time I tried, I couldn't get out of New York Penn, and the second time I tried, it just caught fire, fell over and sank into the swamp shortly after leaving the tunnel. So I think it was just too much for it to have an extra train rolling around in the full timetable. So the route will seem just a tad quiet. To 71 mile an hour now, so we're actually doing quite okay given we're going uphill. God, he's doing us proud. Through what serves as countryside in New Jersey. There's just less houses, that's how you know. Heading down the busy northeast corridor. Certainly not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Go back, looks like. Amy. Our speed going 73, 74 or so. Still accelerating, even though we're on a flat now, so nothing much is going to hold us back, but nothing much helps us either. Because Scotty does need a bit of a tailwind and a downhill run to get up speed. Close to what we're allowed to do though, we're doing 74 now. Do I feel the slightest bit sorry for the people trapped in the Acela behind me? No. I'll just have to wait. I am starting to overspeed, but we're going uphill again. We'll lose that pretty quickly. I am confident of this. Got a 110 zone coming soon enough anyway. Not that fast. The 80. Doing well. That's our steam pressure actually. It's a little low. Let's just bring the throttle back just a little, and let's bring the reverser back just a little as well. So we won't accelerate as fast, but we'll use less steam. You can see it's already starting to recover, so that's good. Because even though we're using less, it'll be higher pressure. It'll actually work better. Because you can see our pressure in the steam chest didn't really change much. The steam chest is the one up there that's just joggling around like a mad thing. That one. So even though I reduced the throttle, it didn't actually change anything very terribly much. Picturesque if you ignore beyond the trees, there's just buildings and buildings and more buildings. The 80. If only it was downhill all the way there. I might actually get up to 100 and keep it. That'd be ace. It's pretty unlikely. Couldn't it be ace? Supposed to be doing 75 here. We're only doing 78 though. It'll be alright. We're not derailment material. So how's the new suspension stuff that's in the Pacer? Blackpool. Can't wait till they get individual independent suspension on the steam engine wheels. That's going to be spectacular. By the time you see this, Blackpool should have been out a week or two, I think. I vaguely remember when this stuff's going to air. 73 mile an hour now. We're losing a little bit because we're going uphill again. Leave her on autopilot and hang out over here. How are we going so far? Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Way there. Dragging equipment detectors back there. I wonder if they picked anything up from Scotsman thundered over the top. I'd say I do like the new chuffs too, because it's got a bit of bass to it now. Gonna get joggled. Through reduction. For the remaining signal box back there. Of course, you ever wonder where those little side tracks all over the place go? You can put a train on them and go find out now. Pretty special. You can spawn a train almost anywhere. You get kicked out when you ride out of the playable area, but that's alright. It's part of the fun. Sometimes you get kicked out and sometimes you just get unceremoniously dumped on the ground as your train disappears around you. Depends on the route which way it goes. Speed going 72. That steam pressure's come back up. Why don't we give it just a tiny bit more throttle? Just a tad. Go and see what the impact of that is. Actually, alright, 210. See if the needle starts going backwards dramatically. One of the things I've learnt in my last year of recently being passed out as an engineman, a steam fireman, is don't watch the clock too hard. Because what you see on there is related to what you did 5 minutes ago, not what's happening now. tempted to have a look at the map to see what's building up behind us, but only almost. There are cones lying around over there. Pile of ex-Amazon parcels. Good day. Watch the motion for a little while. Yep, underneath Scotty. Not sure if we can do it in the 3 cam. Can't do it in 3. We just switch to 2 camera. Actually, I need to switch to 1 camera and stick my head out the window. Just in time for this. Whoosh. Right, now I'll switch to 2 camera. Come scooting up here. Because you actually can get underneath her. There we go. Look at that. That's the drive of the central piston. So there's 3 pistons on Scotsman. Most steam engines only have 2. Alright, let's come back out again. Do detect that we're slowing down a little. Except we're not, we're nearly doing 80. That's alright. Just cruising along. Steam in the game, I think. The question is, do you make it something little, or do you make it something properly big? To be a booked out rail tour, but Scotsman's suffering Trenton snow people disease. That's alright, that's probably what, there's really 35 seats in each carriage? 35, somewhere around there? 100 kilos each on average. So that's, and we've got 10 carriages. So that's less 35 tonnes. Meat. Bones. Organs. It's a bumpy little track through there, isn't it? Might have to put a train on there one day and find out where it goes. down to 73 mile an hour now, so we're maintaining the speed limit pretty well for the most part. It's only in the fast sections that we would be getting behind. Actually, something I just thought of. Because we're not broadcasting any AXIS or ATCS signals, as well as not receiving them, we could actually get a train run up our bum. Let's just go to look down the back. Anything down here? Anything following us? Nah, we're alright. It's all good, mate. All good. I do like my different camera angles. This is where you're mounting GoPro. Or you might do what a mate of mine did and mount his GoPro on a convenient copper pipe, not thinking about just how hot it might actually get. So just note, steam pipes going to the injector are not a good place to mount your GoPro. A respectable speed for a girl of her age, 100 years old. Let's consider this to be a birthday run. This is her birthday year. I don't have a fireman, I have to keep coming over here on the right hand corners. Normally the fireman looks out on the side the driver's not looking out on. .45 coming up. Don't think we're getting anywhere near that somehow. Not even quite doing 80 at the moment. How's my pressure since I put the throttle up? Ah, she's good. It's autumnal foliage. Of course, the locals would call it fall. It's fall because the leaves fall from the trees. Makes sense in a moment. Ready? That's a bit quick, actually. I was hoping it'd be slower than that. That's alright. Yeah, coal. Up a little bit of speed, up to 79. We'll just keep that. Just ignore the speed limit. Listen to that chuck change as we get faster. We made 80. Look. Look. 80. Keep going downhill. We've got a chance. Still sticking on 80 according to the rail driver. Scotsman and I are doing okay. I've been up since 5 this morning rebuilding my computer so I can record and stream and do other fun things like that. And at the time of recording this, it is in fact 10:40 PM, so I've been up a while. The life of a content creator. You have to do it when your family's not making noise. Scotsman almost lost her life last time she came to America. The people that brought her over went bankrupt. She was left sitting around for ages. Fortunately, no one decided she was valuable. We are running Scotty in her preserved condition for as she is today at the National Railway Museum. 4% downgrade. This could be useful. Where are we now? How are we travelling? Ooh, not far to go now at all. We've come all that way. Gonna have to start watching out for speed limit changes on the track monitor because we're getting a bit close. And I did think it was starting to look a little Trenton-ish. Because I'm not going to want to swing into the platform at 77 miles an hour, that's for sure. Actually, if I turn on this thing, 7 miles away. Very good. Looking forward to the mini HUD that was revealed in the November roadmap, where it showed you could have your current speed if you wanted it. I personally don't want that because I like to use the speedometer in the cab. That's what it's for. But the other thing it's got, or going to have, is the distance to your next objective, which makes me very, very happy. You're also going to be able to set the distance out that the barber pole functions. So I'd like to set that on high-speed trains to be about probably 4 or 5 miles out. On low-speed trains, I'd be quite happy with where it is. Here comes another service coming the other way. Distance looking 5 miles. I think we might start to cut off. Just keep just a little steam going through the cylinders just to keep them moist. Because no one likes dry cylinders. It's much better to have them moist. The steam carries the lubricating oil. Without the lubricating oil, the moving parts would just become rather lumpy and constrictive. Because without the moistness, the moving parts just get stuck. And if that happens on a steam engine, that's pretty much the last thing it'll ever do. Bit of attention to slowing down now because we're not very far out. At the moment, just wary that we have track changes and things coming up. Apocalyptic with a steam engine and no people and nothing happening around you, nothing on the roads. Just feels strange. It'd make a very interesting dystopian science fiction story out of this, I think. In the cab from now on. Yellow signal coming up, and I do remember that we changed tracks fairly long way out from the happy little Trenton. We'll just put just a touch of moistness back in the cylinders though. Not enough to accelerate, but enough to keep things lubricated. Free. Under 40 mile an hour, that's pretty good. there are a lot of DLC and versions of Train Sim World 4 are on sales right now, so you should go and have a look at Steam and see what you can nab. Maybe pick up some of those ones that you thought were good, but they weren't quite good enough. Now's a good time to nab them. And for the ones that you've always wanted and maybe haven't been able to afford, well, now's the time. There's only one certainty in life when you've got DLC, you always need more. Hitting that little siding at speed, that'd be quite spectacular. Hey, what's up? Off the end of the road, so it's been down the line. Remember, we are using the reduced timetable, so it's been a little bit quiet. I did try and use the full timetable the first couple of times, and let's just say that it didn't go that well putting another train into that very, very crowded timetable. The game just did not take well to it. As well. Doing 40, so we're fine speed-wise. We are going to change tracks in a moment. Light brake application. There. Train on my track or not? I'm not even sure it's a train actually. No, it's not. It's a platform. It's fine. Right, over here for the rest of the trip. Amount of steam effects, because it always looks good for the photos. Just gotta watch she doesn't accelerate too much. Because we are coming up on a red. Rather soon, in fact. That yellow signal down there in front of us. That's two horizontal dots, so that is very much red. The whole train will fit in the platform, actually. Welcome to Trenton, folks. Just a stone's throw from Philadelphia. This side. Head out, turn around, and open the door. There we go. That's the end of our run. It's not a scenario, so it won't kick us out or anything. We're free to wander around Trenton and do whatever we want. I think what we probably need to do is, in fact, stand behind the yellow line, because we need to do one of these, don't we? Alright, so let's just change our... Let's give it a little bit of vignette. Give it a bit of darkness. We shall just drop our exposure just a little. Bring up our saturation to enjoy that autumn gold. And maybe just bring our brightness up about there. I think that will do. And let's take the shot, because you know what that'll be. Thumbnail City. Alright folks, that's it for our journey. I hope you've enjoyed having this run from New York Penn to Trenton Station in New Jersey using Flying Scotsman, commemorating 100 years of Scotty, and the fact that the deluxe edition containing Scotty and New York-Trenton are both on sale, along with a whole host of other DLCs. So please take a look on Steam and enjoy. Have fun, folks. I am Train Simulator Driver, naturally enough, so youtube.com/Train Simulator Driver. That's me. I'm pretty easy to find. I stream weekly. I produce tons of tutorials. If you look at the in-game tutorials, quite a lot of those are actually from me. So have fun. See you next time. From one real-life engineman to someone who likes to be an engineman in the game, enjoy. It's a wonderful world. Bye now.